interesting thing was, you know how when Lucy leaves the
Vault.
vault and there's
Spoiler
an
alert.
assaultron? Hello. And there's an assaultron on the ground, like all
Mhm.
deactivated and stuff, and that was actually a cosplayer's assaultron.
Oh.
And the producers of the show reached out to them ahead of time and say, "Hey, we love your stuff. Can we use it in our show?" And they're
Right.
like, "Yes."
Yeah, heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
The likelihood of that person saying no is real small.
Gee, would you put my cosplay in your TV show?
Well,
Yeah.
and it's not just that it's there. If you watch credits, I guarantee you they have to list somewhere in there that's been
There's a
donated.
thank you or something somewhere in there.
Something.
Gotta be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was really cool. That it
and
was
most
they
cosplayers would be perfectly fine with a thank you.
Well, and if the person helps build or do stuff and charges or anything, I mean, it's advertisement. Look, even the show producers wanted my shit.
Hey, that's how the Mythbusters got started, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, that and like I said, Bethesda had no idea that the studio was putting the effort into the power armor that they did. They had no idea they were gonna make it that perfect to what it's like in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty good.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
I was gonna say good damn it or bad damn it.
Yeah, just anesthesia's wearing off, so everything's getting tender.
You feel like you've been stabbed in the back repeatedly.
Pretty much, yeah. Now it's like stabbing pain in different spots. So it's like I thought I was going to be good, and it was like, okay, that's the numbness. The anesthesia's got to have worn off by now, and just not going to really feel anything. And yeah, not so much.
Yeah, they lie when they tell you that the anesthesia wears off slowly. Mm.
Well, they said there could be some discomfort, and it takes ibuprofen or whatever works best for you. So, but I was hoping.
That's what you tell me.
A little bit longer.
Is lidocaine. Do you have lidocaine?
I can't even put. I have lidocaine patches, but I can't even put those on because I got now big.
You got wounds.
Wadded.
Man.
Yeah.
I had some cysts removing off my back, so right now there's big, huge, fat compression like gauzes over it, So
you got your packing and draining, all that good stuff.
No packing. They actually, I was lucky they were able to stitch it all up. Even the bigger one on the lower back that was deep, they stitched inside with dissolvables and then an outer stitches that I'll get out next week. So, and then the two small ones on the upper part of the back were just internal stitches with steri strips. So, but like I said, right now I got big like plastic like tape that has big wad of bandage that's fairly thick, so it's kind of compression.
Mm.
So, now that's all starting to tingle and burn a little bit.
Just don't breathe and you'll be fine.
And of course it's back, so you got to sit on it. That doesn't help. All right.
Wait until bedtime. Are you a back sleeper?
I'm a side sleeper, which will probably be even harder because I'm not a side and stay. I'm a side flopper, so I flop from one side to the other.
Go.
So.
Yep.
As
you're
that's probably not going to go well.
Exciting night's sleep.
So.
I wish you luck, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah. So. Yeah, they're
it's
like,
hard when they're like, get lots of rest. That's going to help you recuperate. and you're like, and how am I going to get all of this rest that you're recommending?
Yeah.
Not gonna
Well, and
happen
it's like,
again.
and they're like, oh yeah, so these compression bandages, those will need to stay on for 48 hours. I'm like, yeah, sure.
There's what
If
you'd
they're not
like.
trying to, yeah, if they're not trying to come off over by tomorrow morning, I'll be surprised. So.
Yeah, the thing is, as long as you don't mess with it, so you have plausible deniability, I say that's probably.
It just happened all on its own.
You're like, I was over here minding my own goddamn business, and then this happened.
Well, if I don't know, it's a weird rubbery tape, thick kind of rubbery tape. I don't know. We'll see how it holds up, but I don't know why they don't use Tegaderm, because that definitely holds on me because my problem too is I'm kind of a slightly oily skinned person, so a lot of times
Things don't want to
the
stick.
stickies don't last long, but this seems pretty sticky, but we'll see. But the Tegaderm works really well, so I don't know why they just don't use that shit. So, all right, where are we? I don't even remember what we did last, besides getting out of the
So you made it out like
place.
bandits last time.
Yeah.
All this talk your way out without a single fight when there's just about to be a fight at the end.
So
and
close.
Then you guys took off and went to go make talk with your friend the Commodore and gave him the cool code name.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And oddly enough, your CO was given an option in missions to send you guys on. And he opted for the one that the Commodore didn't provide. Or did
Yeah.
I get an invite.
You didn't give me that information. You didn't tell me who was giving the missions. You just said, "Hey, pick from these two."
Yeah.
And like a good spy, you were given all the information you could be trusted with if you weren't going to pick it.
Oh, jeez. That's funny. Yeah, because I was going to say, you've had the missions for a while now, haven't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
He's had
About an
them for
hour?
about an hour and a half.
Oh.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought last time you had actually popped them out to him a while ago, like a couple weeks ago.
Nope.
So you
Okay.
guys had a nice, relaxing month and a half or so of you guys had to do nothing other than maintain your cover. It was practically a boring month and a half for you guys,
Right?
It's nice. You got to recoup, yourselves completely physically and emotionally.
Well, sometimes you got to do that.
You've each made about 2,000 credits each as profit for yourself doing your day job.
Nice.
So feel free to give yourself 2,130 credits. And that's above and beyond your daily living. That's extra slush fund. As your
actual side hustle that works. What? Makes money.
As your CEO totally had an option for 2 missions, and he chose the more daring of the 2. I liked it.
Oh, awesome. Of course.
I don't know. It sounded like the other one was going to be worse to me. This one, we basically just have to go in and complete our objective. The other one was like, time's a ticking.
All right, so what are we doing? What's happening?
All right, so
I hope he reads that again. This one also had a tight timeline.
But of course. Because why wouldn't it?
There's no urgency. What's the point?
Oh yeah, look at that. There is a timeline on this one too. All right, Nick, I want to do the second one, Jim.
I'm double checking the notes here myself. I'm like, I could have sworn they both had a timeline going. That's the whole point
you sent it to me. You sent it to me less than an hour before the session while I was eating dinner. I did the paraphrase thing.
So
You're
some
lucky
light
he
dinner
looked at it.
reading. Jeez.
All right, so here's what we're up against. The Empire is constructing a new Star Destroyer at a heavily fortified shipyard on the outskirts of the system. Our mission is to infiltrate the shipyard, plant explosives on key components of the Star Destroyer, and cripple its construction without raising suspicion. There will be high security. The shipyard is heavily guarded by Imperial troops, security droids, and automated defense systems. Infiltrating the facility undetected will require stealth and deception, which is also why I chose this mission. We have some pretty deceptive people. Access to critical areas of the shipyard, such as construction docks and command centers, is restricted. Your team must find creative ways to bypass security checkpoints and gain entry to these areas. There's a tight timeline. You have a limited window of opportunity to plant the explosive and escape before Imperial reinforcements arrive or the sabotage is discovered.
So, out on the edge of the system is the key wording that kind of stuck in my head.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to have some kind of shuttle access to get us out there.
Yeah, because I don't personally fly, so that's my only thought. I don't see a shuttle parked in the backyard.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a pilot either, so.
Well, I mean, it's not even piloting. It's like just the physical item.
On the plus side, the shipyard is staffed from this planet, so...
Right, getting on board a shuttle should not be too difficult.
So no guaranteed transportation. The shit goes sideways. Okay.
Not if, when.
So piloting, I mean, we should be fine with piloting. I got 4 greens.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I've
should
got
be
one
good
green.
enough.
In space and in planetary, so not a critical thing. I mean, should be enough to get by and fake it.
And on the plus side, your CO here was informed there is a rebel spy on the station going by codename Rogue. He is able to provide some assistance if you contact him via the encrypted message board that he provided.
Okay.
Are we going to trust our security to somebody whose nickname is Rogue?
I mean, it's like
just asking. That's all.
It's like, did you really even try on that name?
Right. I feel like you phoned it in, baby.
Okay. And so what's our story for going out? Ship inspectors, supply delivery. I'm just trying to think of potential reasons and whatnot.
Imperial Laundry Service.
Right.
The way I see it is,
We're here to inspect the laundry room.
First, we need to procure transport to the station. But before we even actually go to the station, we need to consider what equipment we're going to bring along, such as the security sweeper I brought on the last mission. We should have anything that can jam cameras, be able to shut down security droids, anything like that.
People and your worries about cameras. I mean...
Well, when you don't wear the same face from week to week.
Yeah, and what's your point? Well, like I said, I think the transport out and equipment all kind of gears off of what our role / purpose is, because we need to have a reason to be going, which would then dictate potentially how we're going and what we might be pulling off bringing with. If we're just maid service or, like I said.
Right, we're greatly reduced on what we can carry if we don't have a good enough reason for carrying shit up there.
Right. I mean, are we, like I said, it's some kind of inspection crew to come and do some inspection and surveying of the progress of the ship? Do we know who the ship's commissioned for by chance?
I don't understand the question. Who it's being.
It has not been assigned a commander yet.
Okay.
It's
still in the dry docks, basically.
Okay, so it's just a standard production of a ship, not any special purpose ship or nothing like that for anybody or anything.
Exactly.
As far as we know.
It's being purpose-built.
As far as you know, it's just a Star Destroyer. And that's bad enough as it is.
Sure. So, I mean,
but that was a good prompt. Transport is the number one problem.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Transport for what?
Transport to and fro.
Oh no, yeah, but like I said, I think it kind of how that all works and how we get on depends on our cover on what our purpose, quote unquote, purpose is supposed to be on the ship.
I imagine there are standard scheduled rotations of crews going out to build this thing. So for starters, we would need our droid to try to hack in and find out what the crew schedules look like. Then we conveniently replace one of the crews that's going out there.
That's a good
idea. See what the next rotation is.
So we're looking at just going as a standard grunt crew doing nuts bolts work.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're doing tours for higher ranking officials, which I doubt. If it's still under construction, they're not going to be.
Not tours, but I'm sure they have, regular inspection crews periodically that come through to check progress, check stability, work quality, blah blah. Just throwing out thoughts.
That's why I said we need to start by checking what crews are going out to the ship and determine who we want to replace.
Cool. Yep, that part ain't me.
Alrighty. So.
I mean, it could be me, but I can think of someone who's better at it. So.
Right.
Perhaps I could be of assistance.
We think you would be amazing at this task.
Although, what is your computer skill now, Kelly?
Let's see here. I've got 4 yellow and 1 green.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah. No, that's not all. I'm going to use the light side.
All
right,
nice.
You ready?
Okay, I've got the difficulty in there with your upgrade.
Wait.
What?
Can I make a knowledge roll about the Academy first and their computer system?
Oh. Look at you making life difficult for me.
You mean the shipyard?
Okay, go for
it. Core World, is that what I'm doing?
Core World, and it's a hard roll, right?
Sure, we'll make it a hard roll. That sounds about right. Yep.
It's
your talent thing, right?
Oh no, this is just a regular skill check.
In regards to what?
In regards to if I can find anything about their computer systems that may help Kelly.
Yeah.
It is a research roll.
A research roll, huh? Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a hard roll. Yeah, because they don't put Windows for Dummies out there for the Imperials.
What? Of course they do.
They don't
They
call
need
it that, but that's what they use.
So
They know
I've got
better
your
than to call the
difficulty set.
dummies.
Dang.
Okay, so part of the reason I wanted to do that is because now Kelly automatically gets 2 advantage added to her roll.
Ooh.
getting all clever and shit. Hiding little talents that he's using with the roll.
Okay, so then are we ready for my upgraded computers roll?
Yep.
Hey, it's what I do
Okay.
as a leader. I make everybody's.
Oh!
What the
And I
what?
get 2 advantage.
And you
So
just
that's only one. So I get 1 advantage because it cancels out the.
Brett.
it's okay.
So.
Jim. We understand. Jim's all like, damn it, goddamn.
So with your buttload of successes before you spend that 1 advantage or that sweet Jesus triumph, you know, on a regular daily basis, there is a ISB team that goes to the station. And by the way, if you scroll down, you can totally see the station on the picture there.
Ugh.
There's a ISB team that goes. It's usually a 4-man team. There are 3 shifts of workers per cycle, so literally a morning, noon, and night shift. So there's 3 shuttles that go out for that. The ISB seems to randomize whether they go on a morning, mid, or night shift transport. And of course, when they come, the other team would take the ship back. And every 3 cycles or days, there's an Imperial inspection team that goes out for an overnight. So that they're at least for 16 hours, then they come back.
So I would think that an inspection team is probably going to give us more. But.
Well, give us more freedom and looks like more time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do the inspection teams arrive on their own? Their ship.
They actually use the same Imperial shuttle that takes the work crews.
Okay.
Conveniently, it's an Imperial shuttle that goes to the local spaceport and picks up the workers, and they come in line with everybody else. But now you know that information, and you found it in like no time at all. What do you want for your advantage and your big damn triumph?
Ooh. I mean, I could always use the triumph towards doctoring the inspection crews.
You could totally use that for an upgrade to that role, yeah.
Who, with new credentials for us.
Yep.
So that automatically, I mean, we would be the inspection crew. So then we would just have to show up at the right time in the right place.
Yeah. So we have credentials that are impeccable. Then.
Yeah.
Obviously we're a crew. Whatever time we're showing up, we must be a crew. Everything's all the pipes are in order.
Since I'm doctoring the actual roster, then there's not going to be a secondary crew that shows up because they won't be on the roster.
Well, with the Triumph, I could give you have impeccable, paperwork, or you're canceling the inspection crew. I can't give you both for the Triumph. But the other one you don't choose is just one computer roll away.
Okay, what do you guys want? You wanna? Let's do the impeccable one, and then I'll cancel the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've ghosted the credentials of the crews. Regardless of which 3 of the different inspection teams that would go out there, because they do rotate, you have credentials for all of them that match your group.
Great.
Okay.
And obviously, you're bringing the protocol droid for the bookkeeping.
Exactly.
I mean, it goes without saying.
And you do have,
What are you implying? Wow.
you do have Imperial files on their faces for some of your crewmates.
Nice.
So then we'll do another computer roll, to cancel the one that we'll be replacing.
You're totally gonna call him and say, "I'm spending the night at so and so's house, so don't come out."
Well, we just send that crew on like surprise liberty.
So keep in mind you get 2 advantage.
Well, before we do that, we may want to try to secure the ship and time frame with the guy before we go and schedule camp changing. That way we know that we actually got. Oh no, never mind.
we're
using
riding
the
the
regular
shuttle.
slips. I forget.
have to-
Yep. No, we're
yeah.
good. We're good. Never mind.
Yeah, we're literally just
Mind
going to
me.
be taking their place.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Don't mind me.
Okay. So let's do another computers roll.
Look at you burning all those points.
I'm
Hey, it's
surprised
already
you
after
weren't.
8.
As soon as she was thinking about it, I'm surprised you didn't click the dice, Jim.
Because I knew he would.
Wow.
Okay, and I get 2
He
advantage.
was whining the other day because he didn't have any points.
I had
Alright, are
no
you ready?
points for a
Don't know.
while.
Mad if you do. Come on.
Jim, are
Yep,
you ready?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, but that's 3 advantage actually.
yeah, so 3 successes, 3 advantage. What kind of furlough are you sending them off on? We would like you to go to the local bamboo spa and inspect the hot tub filters. Bring swimsuits.
No. Well, because it would
They have to go.
be-
They have to go inspect the new latrines on some god awful, stinky, sweaty station
No,
somewhere.
this is a prestigious assignment with them inspecting this the facility that we're, it's prestigious. So we don't want to give them something too,
A bio waste reclamation center.
yeah.
Oh wait, I know where you can send them.
What?
Like this facility that had like a total system meltdown and stuff, just only a month and a half ago.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be sending them where they're needed.
Right, 'cause obviously
They've
there's
proven
problems.
themselves in such, they are being temporarily reassigned as a shift to this to the other location.
They're all going for Employee of the Month over here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the place had problems, and somebody went in and got some kind of like worm, and it's like, so worm virus. Gotta figure out what's going on.
They need people to keep an eye on this situation so that it is dealt with properly, and
Right.
they've proven themselves capable in that regard. I'm just saying.
So wrong. So wrong.
What?
Okay,
You got to build
so
on your work, man.
So you totally know your cover is going to be Inspection Team 49, C as in cats.
Nice.
And conveniently, at the same time, you're mirroring all their paperwork so that they'll be going to some other place and be incommunicato. And what do you want for your 3 advantages?
I
I
the
totally have a
next one
good
of us.
suggestion.
Okay, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion is you get the additional information about the entire team. We're talking like personal records.
Our the team that we're replacing.
The team that you're impersonating, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. What do you guys think?
Sure.
I like it.
It
So
makes
you
it so it's easier for us to bullshit later if we have to.
All right.
You
Yeah.
totally now have like their family information, things like that about them,
Okay.
as well as the latest reprimands and accolades that they have received. They're still well known for that whole sewage treatment plant that they had the big bust on. That is all the talk back at the office.
Boy.
Even the ISB don't mess with these guys because they make the shit flow.
Mm.
Shit gets done with them.
Oh,
Wow.
enough of the potty humor.
Wow.
Okay,
You
let's
went
flush this topic and see what you think. So
Can't help yourself, can
you guys know the transport is 3 times a day, leaving the local space dock.
Yeah.
How long is it until the next 2 shuttles?
The next two trips,
Yeah.
there's one leaving within 2 hours, and another one leaving in 10 hours.
Okay, so
Well, let's not do the one that's in 2 hours.
we need to go shopping.
Shopping montage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jeff Golden, do you guys have concealed escape kits?
I do not believe so. That does not sound familiar. I'm gonna go double check my list of stuff.
It's a very cool spy guy thing.
Sounds like something you should each have one of.
What's it called?
Concealed escape kit.
It's
like
basically in your shoe,
knife
a
in your
fake
boot.
bottom,
And...
a cutting laser, a knife.
I have a phone in my shoe. Where am I gonna store this other?
There's a snake in my boot.
No, I was thinking of Get Smart.
Yeah.
Get Smart had the phone in his shoe.
Yep. I knew exactly what you're referencing.
See, old people unite.
You just need the cone of silence.
Did we just call you Agent 99?
I wish you would.
I mean, I could have swore you guys would have, code names for each other by now.
Our code names have to vary according to the situation we find ourselves in. Right. Otherwise, you can become too complacent. And Lord knows, this fool ghost or whatever his nickname is.
What? Using the same nickname in every mission, people might recognize you?
I know it's hard to believe.
So is there particular equipment that they typically use? Or different things every time?
From the dossier that Simi was willing to get, they do bring communications equipment as well as scanning equipment. Is pretty much standard fare.
Okay.
And on occasion, a droid or two with capabilities.
Right. Like right now.
How much weirder we're gonna need one of those.
Yes, we do have a
Gee, where are
droid
we going
with
to find a droid?
with capabilities.
Depends on the capabilities they're looking for.
And of course, Tozen, you've got a little blinking message on your data pad from High Command.
Oh,
Uh huh.
And they're basically asking if you've made contact with Agent Rogue in regards to the mission.
Not as of yet, but I suppose we should do that now.
we were right on that. That was our next action.
Yep.
And do you send the communique to the message board?
Yes.
And what message do you put?
Dogs barking, can't fly without umbrella.
That's it. Exactly.
And then all of a sudden the next day on the news there's explosions. What, that wasn't the code you were using for that?
Lonely, looking for a good time.
I don't know, guys. Did we have anything saying that we had?
Looking for lost, one-eyed, one-legged womp rat.
Think of it this way. Your contact is giving you a chat board to put a message to them, and they'll respond back to you in some way. This way you don't have direct communications to each other.
I'm looking for Rouge.
Are you gonna pop up with ASL?
Vacation has been planned and travel arrangements are set. Now just looking for the proper attire to bring along.
And to your response for that, a few minutes later, you totally get a invoice from the shipyard, and there's basically a order for demolition charges for explosive bolts in case of emergency, and it's got a cargo unit designation on it. Standard Imperial cargo designation.
Mm-hmm. We make note of that designation.
So something tells me if you have see me when on station, look for that cargo unit, you could find said cargo unit with said explosive bolts, whatever
Madness.
that stands for.
Very nice.
Which I totally say, is anyone good with mechanics?
Yeah, I'm decent.
For mechanics, I've got like 5 green in it.
Yeah, same 5 green.
We're dad hand.
So you're gonna have folks that have no actual demolitions experience playing with explosives because they're big. They got big brains. What could go wrong?
They've seen a book.
It's either the red or the blue wire.
No, it's just as long as you got the wires in the right place. It doesn't matter what color they are.
Hey, I can always make. Oh, and Jim, speaking of which, can I make my knowledge warfare roll for the day to get my my extra whatchamacallit dice?
Your boost dice?
Yeah.
And that's
the hard check.
Purple, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm only 2 green mechanic, so I will not be playing with exploding bolts.
You ready for me, Jim?
Don't roll it. Okay. I have -2 black dice. I don't know why there's -2 black dice.
It's like hold.
Okay, you can roll now.
Hold.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Okay. So I get three blue dice I can pass out.
And it only cost him 1 strain.
Piece of cake.
as obviously the back half of the shop is getting a deep clean from the droids with the big buffer wheel that almost sounds like a blower blowing in the distance. So is there anything you guys are making a point of picking up?
Do we need a Vidvox scrambler, you think?
Forget. What does that do?
The answer is always yes.
So, Vidvox scramblers affect all electronic audio, video, and holographic recording devices within a 4-meter radius.
And that does include some of your teammates' eyeballs.
It's true.
When they do the replay, all of a sudden it's scrambled like somebody recorded over your VHS cassette.
So Jeff Goulda, concealed escape kit, 450 credits. What else?
The plan is we will be captured, and this is how we get out of it.
Yeah, I mean it's like that's not a very positive outlook here. Oh.
What about a sound dampener?
Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky.
Possible. Any books on explosives?
Well, I do have my manual.
Johnny's Guide to Demolition.
Right? I mean, there are a bunch of manuals that you can get, but I don't think I have an explosive one.
Well, it's not an explosive one, but I have the military field manual. Adds a blue to any task at the GM's discretion. I would think that demolitions would fit into my military field manual.
You're going to be like a certain Naruto character always reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have to read the manual.
That's what my character is. That's what he does. He reads things, he analyzes things, and he uses that to make everybody perform better.
Literally whips out Admiral Kraken's Rebel Special Forces Guide. One Imperial dude walks by. Is he reading one of those books you're not supposed to be reading?
Tozen, he's like group Viagra.
It's all about the blue pill.
Hydro spanner.
And Golda said
so yeah, let me pick up. Wait. Oh, so rarity 7 is probably not going to be easy to come by, is it?
It's going to be as easy as it takes to make a dice roll.
And what kind of dice roll would that be?
Rarity 7, you say. Yep. That would, it wouldn't be, formidable, but it would be hard.
What kind of roll would it be, though?
Either a negotiation, if you want to get it from Rebel Command, or streetwise, if you're going to buy it yourself. Remember, you can attempt to requisition for free. Yep, we can hear you. You just went quiet, Golden.
So who wants to try to pick that up, since I'm not good at either of those things?
All of a sudden, the big brain doesn't want to roll 3 purple. Golden, we can't hear you at the moment.
You guys can hear me?
We can hear you.
We can. Yes, we can.
You said we did?
Yeah, we heard you.
Heard
you
you
once,
and
then you disappeared.
Negatory.
We can hear you now.
So you said skullduggery or
negotiation or streetwise?
Streetwise, I've got 1 yellow and 4 green.
Yeah, so we'll send you out on the shopping list to get the sound dampener when you go get your concealed whatchamacallit kit.
He's like, take your
Can you
shoes
guys hear
over
me?
to the. Yep, we can hear you.
Sound
Yep,
dampener.
we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear us? Quick, someone type Golda that we heard her, but apparently she doesn't hear us.
Yeah, I was working on it here. I'm trying to find it.
I already have a security sweeper.
Now the question is, do you
You
want
guys-
to go to
David,
the
you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear
I
you.
can't hear you guys talking. That's a step in the right direction.
So there's explosive ordnance disposal kit for 400.
That's that demolition, prevention kit there. Whip out the cool tools and snip the right wires.
Yeah, assist with general working. Has
Hey,
like static electricity, spark suppressor, so you ground yourself. Non-reactive stuff.
Yay! You can hear us.
So on this, an EOD kit adds automatic 2 advantage on any checks made to detect and disarm or otherwise neutralize explosive compounds and devices. So, here's just a toolkit. Let's see what the toolkit does. For 400 counts as a toolkit when dealing with explosives, may spend 4 advantage on a check to remove 1 rolled despair.
That's the oops button right there.
Pretty much.
So it gives you a blue dice because it counts as a toolkit, and can remove an oopsie if all of a sudden somebody goes snip, beep, beep.
An essential part of any explosive ordnance disposal EOD trooper gear. This kit is small, roughly 13 centimeters long, closed, and constructed of non-reactive, non-conductive materials. When unfolded, a myriad of specialized tools designed for working with explosives are revealed.
So what's one of those set us back?
400.
Oh, nice.
That's not bad at all.
So rarity 3, simple. So pliers, cutters for both stranded and fused wires, a cap crimper, multi-cutting blade, an electrical crimper, and a blasting cap crimper. In addition, many of them feature extensions that function as small hammers, carbon scrapers, bit drivers, detonite punches, and various other demolition-related implements.
And it totally sounds like the kind of tools an inspection team would have just in case.
Right? Well, there's explosives on there, right?
So
you got to make sure those bolts are installed properly.
Uh-huh.
Is that in Ogdudes?
Yeah, or fully operational.
Oh, perfect. Let me pull up my fully operational.
Yeah.
Any chance you have to pull out the real dead tree?
Wait, I don't have fully operational yet.
Oh.
That's the ultra rare, expensive
book. That's the wish list because it's got some really good shit in it.
I'll be getting it tomorrow. No, I mean I will literally be getting it tomorrow because I did win an eBay auction for it finally.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, not not a $200 eBay auction. I got it for guy listed it for $90 and had a offer. So I made an offer of $75 and he accepted it.
And this is when you secretly find out I just bought all the copies years ago and I'm selling them all to Gunther one at a time.
You saw the name NetGrew come across and you're like, I know a NetGrew. I wonder if it's the same one. I'll accept this.
Sucker.
I don't know that I've ever seen this either. An explosive belt, only 450 with a rarity 7. Basically has everything you need to just throw it in and detonate it with a a
That would be
transmitted
Cypher
later.
and Masks, I believe.
Ciphers and masks, yes.
That's the
So-
demolitionist. You're carrying a belt of
Yes.
explosives with you, and you just
Yep.
drop and detonate.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So Jeff, you're gonna make a roll to get the sound dampener.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should probably have at least a couple of those toolkits. I should have one. Simi's good at mechanics too, right? Nothing, no ranks, but 5 greens. You should have a toolkit.
Aha, we've loaded the group down with equipment.
Kidding, I'm still trying to find anything else that we might be able to use.
And never forget, an explosive belt is nice to just throw into a room and blow it up as you're walking away.
Yeah, well,
Diversions
that's
are a good thing.
that's why I threw it out there, but it is a level 7, or
It is a terrorist weapon, yes.
and it is a restricted, so yeah, it might be a little harder to find.
Uh-huh. It's almost like the government is keeping people from walking around with this accessory.
I don't understand why.
Okay, I need to take a quick break. I got to take my drugs.
Okay.
Okay, shall we take
Ibuprofen.
a quick 5? Because I could use a quick run to the restroom.
Okie.
And Golda, have you eaten, I hope?
Right back.
I did. I got something to eat while we were first getting set up.
Okay.
Oh.
You've had a busy day. I don't want you going out without eating. In fact, I may even drop off a cookie to Kelly if she's not listening.
No.
X5R heavy demolition kit for 1,000. 2 blue on a mechanic checks. Prepare, set, and disarm explosives.
I also have a fair amount of money, David. So
Yeah.
if there are things that it would be a good idea for the group to have, I can help with purchasing stuff.
Yeah, same here. I mean, yeah, I'm sitting on like 6K.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just like looking at stuff. So actually this kit might be the better one. So that's in 10 UV suit food. Critic Cleaner Thunder. Okay. Getting too expensive there. Okay.
Okay. I'm back.
Back.
Oh, nice.
That one's even better for just over twice the price. It actually gets 2 blues for preparing and setting as well as disarming. But then once per session, a character using the kit may remove either the despair or 3 or threats. So that's even better.
Hell yeah. I mean, if it comes down to it, I would rather have that than the sound dampener.
Yeah.
that under tools and electronics, or?
That was from. Give me a second.
There's probably a demolitions section.
Tools. Yeah, tools and electronics.
Okay.
And I sort by price. So if you sort by price, then you can just look for the price list for 1K.
Or I can just sort by name descending and
You can.
And have it show up at the top of the list.
Yeah, I usually go by price. That way I can sort down through the price.
Yeah.
Know where to stop looking. Like, okay, that's outside of the money in my pocket, so might as well not read on, because then I'm just going to be upset or depressed. UD Mark 3 remotes are produced by. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're expensive. Or they're restricted. Of course they are. There's a EOD Mark IV explosive disposal remote. Little droid that you send in to those places you don't want to go.
And it sets off the explosive remotely?
Well, you can use it to basically you use a data pad to control it, and then the onboard demolition scanner can detect explosive compounds and devices and assist operators in locating hidden demolitions. They're also equipped with a small demolition charge to remotely detonate. So looks like they're more around finding and disposal. Yeah, while they're usually operated by a qualified EOD or demolitions operator, EOD Mark IV remotes can operate autonomously.
So little chuckleheads like us could use them.
Some days you want to operate it. Some days you want to be behind the bus.
Yep. Kind of.
So, Jim, even more important than the sound dampener, Rarity 6 XSR Heavy Demolitions Kit. Dave threw it in the chat there.
Holy crap.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I wanna pick up one of those too.
I mean,
wait, I'm having flashbacks to another droid.
Right.
Well, I mean, it gives you 2 blue, plus it removes not just a despair once per session, but 3 threat as well as optional. So, but I am thinking I might get me setting marker ID2. This guy's a small spherical. Record footage 12 staying. I'm thinking I may get a cam droid. And basically, part of my cover is I'm the recorder.
Ooh.
So don't bother me. I'm just operating the camera, recording what everybody's doing.
Ooh.
I mean, nobody talks to the cameraman. I mean, because that is my one weakness in the party is I am not a talker.
He wants a way to get himself out of talking.
Yeah.
If somebody starts talking to you, just like shake your head and point at your ear.
Right. Can't you see Embassy here? Yeah, because none of my talkie skills are all that good. My coercion's a 1. My charm is 2 green. Deception, I had 3 green. So I can pull off like casual deception while I'm operating the cam droid.
I'd have to keep it casual.
Some casual deception. A little bit of light spring cleaning.
Not sure if I want that or I want the Eye in the Sky.
So, Jim, can I negotiate with Rebel Command to get that demolitions kit?
The demolition kit that is only rarity 6?
Yeah. Or is that something I can just pick up?
You could definitely negotiate to get that for free.
I don't mind paying for it if it's something I can just pick up.
If you go through channels, yes, you could pay for it in cash and get it from the rebels.
Perfect.
If you want it for free, it's only a 2 purple negotiation.
All right, let me do a negotiation, see if I can get it for free.
But remember, if you fail, that means it wasn't available at all.
Oh.
But it's only 2 purple.
That means I bought the only one.
See me now? No, you don't. I mean, you can save yourself.
Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. And
I like it how you flipped and then said yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay,
and keep in mind, I get my 2 advantages to that as well. You ready for me?
I'm ready. Okay, it is currently available for drop off as you get this ominous package left outside the shop door.
Yay.
As Galaxon truck drives off after delivering the package. Galaxon, your package.
To do a streetwise for that other stuff.
Oh, for the more difficult one. Yep. Okay, go for it.
All right. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Nice.
And you did it in even less time than expected.
Yeah, so I come back and I go up to my mom toes and this is what you're looking for?
Yes. Excellent.
As he even steeples his fingers, all Montgomery Burns style.
Yep, it's funny, Jim, because that's exactly what I was doing behind my microphone here.
I'm watching you.
You are. Get out of my house.
I'm watching you through your safe IP.
Thanks. Demolitions kit.
So on that Eye in the Sky, their basically little droid. I mean, it's 500 credits, but gee, we're a droid shop, so
I'll give you a 10% discount.
10%.
10%.
We can't just borrow it from the shop.
Does your shop not trust its employees and has eyes floating around in the corners?
I mean, it's our shop.
I mean, it's stuff we have on the shelf to sell. Just it's being borrowed.
Well, that's why you're getting the 10% discount, because you're getting it from the shop's price.
All right.
You're not telling me your shop's markup is higher than that, is it?
Well, only when we can get away with it.
Only if it's Imperial purchases.
Ho, the Imperial surtax. And it perpetually goes up by rank.
Right. Of course.
The higher the rank, the higher the upcharge.
Right, you think we wouldn't get away with that, but we totally do.
Right? But you got to be real subtle with it.
Well, so. The Empire is not above paying $1,000 for a paperclip.
Right?
And every housekeeper droid gets its own listening device.
All right. So I got to pick that up, and then I got to pick up a data pad because I don't have a data pad. 75 credits, really?
You cheapskate.
And I was looking. I guess those don't really do that. That adds skill. I was thinking data goggles where I could use them to look, to have the data transferred there to watch, but it gives you an advantage or a success on a certain skill that you.
Just remember the last time a hacker was wearing video goggles and too busy to see what was happening around them. They got knocked out of a chair by a dog.
Right? So, but that's fine. We'll work the data pad. All right.
The new Republic Commando Specialty Data Pad. If it ain't phablet, it ain't on my pocket.
I know there's there's another data pad that I want, but I'm not seeing it off the top of my head.
I was gonna say, which one is the one you're looking for?
Like secured one.
Oh, the encrypted.
It's like 175, I think. I thought.
It was until it got hacked.
I can't remember what it's called though. Oh, it's the
I think it's like
attaché.
Secured, or are you talking about the one in ciphers?
Slicing requires this is one. The microdata 2 pocket attaché. That thing's 800 credits. Didn't think it was that much.
Hey, you gotta pay for security.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything fancy with it. I'm just operating the bot.
You don't want just anybody getting your porn stash.
All right. And then once we start doing anything nefarious anyways, I'll fly it around but not actually record. Be like, oh, well, did I not hit the record button?
Hey, you could always use recorded footage for a certain agitator.
Oh, no, I know. But I'm like, once we actually start plotting or doing stuff, I don't want to necessarily record while somebody's planting bombs.
While we're doing the nefarious things.
Why, look, the rebels are trying to save the station and disarm the bombs.
Yeah.
Obviously, the records show that the superstructure of this station should not have crumbled like it did if just a plane hit it. Too soon? Too soon.
No, you're good. Yeah.
The mere fact that you guys got that.
Yeah, well, some of us don't forget. All right. So I'm all good then. I got my helpful cover.
You guys got some great packages from Glamazon, Galaxon, whatever we're calling the delivery company.
Yeah.
Galaxon sounds better. The cat blinked at me when I said it, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm just recording everything. Don't talk to me.
Totally leave it in the refresher hovering above the shower curtain.
I'm not a creeper.
I'm not spying on you. I'm not spying on you. No, that's why it's hovering above the curtain so people can see it when they walk in.
Like, never mind. Don't have to go to the bathroom.
Why is there a floating robot eye hanging out in the bathroom?
Yeah. All right. I don't know if anything else we need unless we want detonite tape or something like that, but I don't think we want to be carrying that stuff. So
yeah,
you got plenty of explosives waiting for us.
We need plausible deniability for what we do carry. So when we start carrying just random shit because we think it's cool, we're definitely going to get caught.
Hey,
And
I
by
don't know.
we, I mean Golda.
I don't know what you mean. I want that really cool bubble gum by the foot, but it's actually explosive, plastic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the detonite cord he's talking about.
You got to chew it for an hour or for 5 minutes before it's ready to apply and blow up. No.
Inspection as we're boarding the Star Destroyer. The inspection team. The guy starts looking at it. He pulls out a piece. Oh, sweet gum! He tears off a piece, throws it in his mouth, starts chewing, and blows his head off.
Right?
Oh, didn't know he had some electronic fillings.
Right?
It's hard for us to plan for everything.
Exactly.
We did our best.
You planned for something which is 20% more planning than necessary.
Correct.
Oh, all right.
So you guys get your kits up. You obviously waited for the 10-hour trip because that was way too much shopping for a 2-hour trip.
Right?
That's why we didn't do the earlier one.
Because it's only sensible. So you guys are gearing up, getting everything ready, and heading to the spaceport.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Okay, so you guys, you're dressed up in your Imperial vests. You have appropriate ranks showing for the inspection team. You take just a few moments with Simi's guidance to say we need to go over there because Simi totally has the map in her memory because, she's been here before and totally knows what gate you needed to go to anyway. So Simi is totally pulling the itinerary, and we're walking and we're walking and we're walking. Excuse me, important Imperials coming.
Right?
Right, Kelly? You're muted right now.
I can just see her. She's clapping her little her hand. Andiamo.
I can say follow me in 1,432 languages.
Has her little tourist flag. Follow the flag.
Right? Andiamo's more like hurry.
Uh-huh.
Come quickly.
Expedite.
Stop fucking dawdling.
So who's going to talk when you get to the Imperial gate? It's got a pair of stormtroopers there that look like they're probably like either ready to retire or the guys who probably can't pass PT. We have spaceport duty. What the hell?
The fat bodies.
Aren't you a little chubby for a stormtrooper?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh.
I was thinking the same thing.
Some actually make it to retirement after all.
Do we want to deceive them or charm them? That's usually what it comes down to.
That's kind of a good point.
Well, that or leadership them, yeah.
Who's going to step up and hand them that data pad and make word talk?
Well, before anyone tries to data talk them, I wanna give them the little once over and maybe make a little knowledge check and use that to help out my teammates.
Yeah.
What kind of knowledge check are you talking about?
I mean, it could, I imagine, still fit under warfare. These are bad guys, and we are trying to, use subterfuge to get past them, deceive them. So yeah, I think that might work.
Protocols at a security gate with stormtroopers.
Okay, well, let's see how well you are up on your Imperial regulations.
Obviously, he got a new skill he's going to be working.
Are you looking for something super complicated or something average?
Nope, just something average.
Okay.
Yeah, something that Oh, and I'd like to use my my goggles that I keep forgetting about. So that's going to give me an automatic additional success.
And how are your goggles assisting you?
So because they are, let me go find them here, and I can read exactly what they are.
I'm assuming they're data goggles.
They are data goggles. May add success to checks of a particular knowledge skill selected before an encounter.
They're my special boy goggles.
Yep.
Just the way you said that.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead. Oh, I was so hoping something horribly bad would happen.
No, you weren't. Not yeah.
So
Why did I believe him so quickly?
for the remainder of this here encounter, everybody keep in mind that you get to add 2 advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Woot woot.
So what do we think is the right approach here? Decepticon or what?
Or Charmicon.
Or Charmicon?
Well, that or like I said, leadership. If I don't know if we had a leadership person and you just kind of bully your way through with leadership, going, hey, follow minimal protocol discussion and move forward. And
All right, get out of our way. We need to get to work.
Jim, is that a legit use?
That's totally legit use because you're undercover as an Imperial, so it is 100% would work.
All right, you guys want me to make a leadership roll?
Yeah,
Sure.
give it a shot.
And the best part is, right as he's about to bring you guys up there to talk to the kind of derpy looking officer, immediately this young, very sharp dressed Imperial officer, she comes walking up with her boots clanking on the Duracrete, and
Damn this
immediately
woman.
looks at him and says, "You're relieved, Captain." And he says,
Wait a minute.
"Yes,
I
ma'am."
didn't see any despair. I didn't see any
It
despair.
was the changing of the guard time. Don't worry, your goggles tell you she's dressed immaculately.
Yeah, because
So-
that's what we were worried about.
I have your upgrade available. Hey, you were busy putting your goggles on when the other guy was ready and waiting. It's okay though, you still outrank her.
Keep in mind 2 advantages.
Oh, so he
Yeah,
gets
so you're all
scared.
good.
Don't be scared.
And it gets all panicked. Oh, please.
So, but yeah, I wanted my 2 advantages on top of that 2 success.
So you come
the
up
reason we
and
spent the points.
and you give her the up and down look as she is giving you the up and down look, and she basically hands you her data pad and requests your data pad to see your orders and for you to fill out your paperwork that you're getting on the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
As thankfully you're in the fast pass lane instead of the regular, worker schlub line that's still like only a third loaded on the shuttle. As
Of course.
she just looks it up and down, then looks at you and says, "Sir, I see everything is in order in your paperwork as it should be. I commend you for your studiousness."
All right.
I give her
I
back.
make a note in my book, Employee of the Month.
Yeah.
I give her back her data pad. I hardly acknowledge her, and I just start walking past.
And you're
Sounds
not
like an
cashing in your
officer.
2 advantage for anything?
What should I use my 2 advantage for?
I mean, that extra hint there for success is a good one. The second one, not the first one. Of course, you could always do the first one too. That might be, handy later on.
Ooh.
That might be some exit strategy shit there. Forget I came back this way.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. She recognizes us, and so in order to expedite us through on our way back, we can just pass through.
She will totally, on your exit strategy, just wave you on the fast line because, hey, you did your paperwork correctly, and she rewards that kind of behavior. It keeps
Beautiful.
people
Yeah,
doing
that's
it the
great.
correct way.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, you board the shuttle. Shuttle does that whole please put your safety buckles on. Everybody else keeps funneling in. Conveniently because the seats go 3 seats and 3 seats. Next to one of the pair of you, there's a shipyard worker that sits there, and the guy totally opens his little lunchbox and is eating his lunch, and totally wants to show you the picture of his wife and kids.
Okay.
Here's my
Oh
son.
yeah, I start chatting.
He's totally trying to get into the academy. He could be on board one of these ships that I'm building with my own 2 hands.
Wow. Think
For
about
the
the
Emperor.
prestige of being on a ship that was built by your progenitor.
And he,
I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying that, like, honestly, for him to be able to say, my father built this, right? Like, that's like a big deal in my mind.
For the Horde.
For the
Imperial
Horde.
pride, man. Yeah.
and we get a flashback to the future, and it's that one Star Destroyer spearing into the Death Star.
Nice.
And as the shuttle takes off, it goes thump, 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 thump as it's leaving the atmosphere and immediately smooths out. And as soon as you guys get into the viewports, go from atmosphere to beautiful darkness, dotted by just the tracers of ships leaving orbit. All of a sudden, that's where the dun 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 dun.
It's 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock on the dot.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty good timing there.
Yeah. So when we get back, we'll have the screen swipe of the shuttle going to the space dock. Unless there's some horrible
Alright.
terroristic thing you guys want to do en route.
No.
Assuming
No,
not.
because we're on it.
You are
Yeah, we're gonna blow up the
succeeding.
shuttle.
The ship I'm on.
The
Right?
mission is succeeding. And it's, your home environment. You don't want to kill the ship that's your environment.
Right. Yeah,
Or
now-
otherwise known as the ship you're on.
Yeah. Well, the scary part will be when we start playing with shit and we don't blow ourselves up. So.
Right?
One way or another, Rebel Command is sure you'll accomplish the mission.
Yeah.
Whether you're on it when it's done is the important part.
Yeah. Whether or not we get regular accommodations or posthumous recognition, that's the question.
What's the come back with your shield or on it or something like that?
The old Spartan line.
Yup.
They were a great crew while they lasted.
So,
Episode
inevitable-
20, and they blow themselves up.
Weird, we weren't expecting it quite so soon. I mean, they were chuckleheads, so we were expecting it. Just not so soon.
Did make sure we had a bunch of shit just in case.
So, dare I ask?
10 experience.
How much?
10?
10 experience for successfully shopping.
Yeah. It's my kind of
Fancy.
experience points.
10.
Don't make that sound, he'll take it away.
I know. Wow.
I'm happy
Sure,
with
we'll
that.
just tack it on to next week. How about that? And you get 15 next week. if you
I'm happy
succeed.
that we're getting 10. I was thinking, that's twice as much as I was expecting.
Somebody's just hooked on the crack of getting 20 per session.
No, I don't want 20. I need 15.
Oh,
All right. Good night, guys.
good night.
Alright.
I'm
Good
gonna
night.
drop also, you guys. I'm real tired.
Okay, have
Alright.
a good
Good
night,
night,
guys.
Cobra.
Get some rest, and may the 4th be with you.
Yay!
And Revenge of the 5th and Revenge of the 6th.
Yes, we're gonna make it happen.
5 points.
Alright. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
5 very big, fat, juicy points short.
Yeah.
I mean, I
the
wasn't
question have
expecting to
is,
get 20, but that's all right.
do I grab that
Or 50.
next rank of researcher now, or do I wait and go for improved researcher first?
Ho 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 ho.
I don't know.
That's tough.
That's a tough one.
I
Kinda
think I'll
gotta
hold
just-
off. I think I'll hold off and go for the improved researcher first.
Decisions.
Yep.
Right?
But wait,
Sorry.
there's more.
Yeah, 20 more points in this tree, and then I can start looking into a new tree. Could probably start going into my recruit tree, It's just down near the bottom. There's so much stuff that is not useful to me that I would have to buy to get through to get to the good stuff.
Right. Well, sadly, I really haven't put a whole bunch into my commando tree. I've only really worked the Padawan survivor tree more than I have. I only have like the top row of the commando tree, so I technically still have a long way to go of stuff I can work there, but I kind of got to take advantage while there's a Jedi in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is very true. Don't worry, he will keep his head down until you return.
right, yeah.
And I'm sure you
So.
guys have been spending some TLC time together.
Oh no, yeah, definitely working that relationship. So, and I just got to figure out exactly which way I want to go on the tree, Jedi tree. So.
And which one again are you thinking?
I don't know. I forget now. It's been a while, so long. I hadn't really given it a ton of thought, but basically, it's got to be. It's going to be one of the either agility or brawn based, because I'm 4 and 4 brawn, 4 agility, so it's only makes sense to go down one of those. But I don't know if I want specifically Jedi or a lightsaber skill as to one of the ones that have other, focuses in those trees. Because it's not like I can just go around using the lightsaber willy-nilly whenever I want.
I don't know, but it is good when you do have the lightsaber skill.
No, it is. I mean, it definitely is. So I don't know. I gotta reassess. I mean, I got 3 in cunning, but it's not as good as 4. So it'll be agility or brawn based, one of those two of the trees, and I forget what all's in each those two. So
Not with Jedi Executioner.
is that under agility or strength or under strength?
It's under strength, yeah, under brawn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because I usually have done cunning stuff or something like that. So
yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna jump off myself. Have a good night.
Yep. Take care, guys. Have a great night.
Yep. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.